Hello and welcome back to Vampire now and the adventures of Jonathan Reed. Now, we have to go to church. That's what Lady Ashby said. I have to go to church. I have to go and confess. Okay, so Jonathan wants to confess. We'll find a way to confess. Rats. Hi. Strange formula. Ooh. That's a pretty nice. Rats. So I drop down there, I'm going here. Whitechapel Old Road. I'm here. I haven't been here yet, so let's search in every nook and cranny. Maybe we'll find a granny. Where's the hideout? No granny. Nice little hideout for me though. Nothing down there. Don't get stuck, Jonathan. Bullet. Ooh, 12 bullets. Let's see if I can craft anything quickly and move on. Strange this was. Ooh. Right, I have all the treatments now. Did I get any more? What about you? Right, so, no. Okay, so nothing to craft just yet. What's down here? Who's banging? Are you the bang bang? Are you the oh, I'm gonna eat you now. Dodge, and stab.
Christ, he's dead!
Yeah, he's like just guts now, and you are dead. Easy, really. Right, so I want to go this way. Okay. That baby again. So this is a cemetery. Okay, so it's down here. Am I going to find that baby? Because I hear it all the time. I don't know how to get to it. Poor baby left on its own. What's that? Life there. Head up. Get off me! Enough. Stay down. So much help. Not fair. Bad of my part. But there was only 2, and then freaking more and more kept appearing. Where did they come from? Well, I know where they've gone because they're all dead. But where did they come from? I don't know. Ah, did they come from up here? This is where they were. They're up here. Cheeky buggers. There's that money. And you don't find much money. There's loads of things to buy. Well, that's something to go. I think I'm gonna go in this house.
I'm almost glad I cannot see them.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
Level 3 measure.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
You're a very clever man. But... Oh yeah, that's where I was level 3 to talk to him. He likes to chat. I need to eat. I can't eat him. Which is not fair. I mean, it's not fair. Why put someone sitting in a room and say I can't eat them? It's like, the game is telling me, sorry. Try as hard as you might. You have to play more of the game before you can eat him. But I'm happy. I'm happy to delve in further until I can eat him. Embrace him.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
You're massive.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
Okay, vampire laws.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Yes, they are taking my patience. Jonathan, why didn't you just... I saw... Yeah, I saw someone being attacked down there, but I'll go to the next level. Hey! Can you, like, leave that person being alone? They don't want trash. You look like trash. You're trying to find something to eat because you're a vampire, so it's a bit silly if you're looking for something for food. You eat people. So why would you be scurrying for him? The baby's back! That baby! Where is it? It's driving me mad! Stop it! Oh, hi. Excuse me. You have, like, any money? I need some cash. Ah, big wolf. Oh, who are you?
There's safer places to be. Easy does it, boy. Die, vermin!
You're dead. Where's that guy with the staff? I want to find him. He's up here somewhere, right? I'll go back.
No! Evil! Hit that leech is fast! Stay back!
Reverend Kane. Ow! Ow! I don't like reverence.
This
Sorry,
man
Reverend.
stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
He stunned me with his crucifix! Not fair. Why are you using crucifixes now? No one used crucifix before. Why now? That was not fun. It stopped me in my tracks. I could not move. But they will all die by my hand. As well will be plunged into chaos. Just because I'm hungry. In real life and in game. I actually am hungry right now. I could eat. Maybe not people, that's a bit mean. Food. What am I gonna have for food? I need sustenance. But, bro, which way this way? Every which way but north. Oh, I'm going north. No, I go south. That has a bin in. I didn't search bin. Here's some shit. I didn't search bin. Yeah, I searched up there. Alright, it's down here now. Sorry, lady. You. Oh, beastie boy. Hi, beastie boy. Can you, like, just stay there for now, please? Yeah, lie there now. We might not play this game. I win this game of cat and mouse, for I am the greatest. There's a secret place. No, go away. I'm on this box. What's in the box? Pills. I don't need pills. I'm not really healthy. As a vampire. Oh, hi. Shit on the stick. I don't have cauldron ability. Could we like just be friends? Could we like not do this game? No, you want to play? No, you can't add more players halfway through the game. We're playing it. Go away. Go away. Stop interfering in our games. These are our games. I mean, look what you've made me do now. You made me kill my only 2 players. Now who's going to play with me? Wolf scarf. Why do I get why? Oh, investigation update. Oh, I got a scarf. Oh yeah, I had an investigation. A woman had a scarf missing. Who was it? It was someone in the hospital. Oh, I can't remember. Was it? No, it wasn't. But it was who the hell was it? Oh, who the hell wanted a scarf? Someone's. One in. I think it's the prostitute. Can't remember her name. What's her name? Can't remember. It's gone out of my head. What was her name? Christine? Is it Christine? Christine. Was it Christine? Was it Christine? I can't remember. We'll find out when we go back to her. That's that woman. I need to get to her. But how she got out of the hospital is a mystery. I'm going through here first. I'm going to this funny place I've already been to. I'm going to frame. Ow. Yeah, do that. Give me help. Right. Here's the church. Let's go pray at the church. Can I enter a church? Can vampires enter churches?
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
Okay.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my
sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
It basically was. He didn't want to.
And how are you feeling, my son?
Regret. I feel responsible. She died because of me. I wish I could.
I feel
responsible.
responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Thank you, Vicar. You've helped me talk. I don't know if it works.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Okay, so you're not happy. She tried to help you. She tried to do something nice for you, to tell yourself to confess what you've done, but you don't. Aha, are you the one with the scarf?
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind,
It is
Mr.
Christina.
Reed?
No, I haven't checked online.
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. What do you mean him found? Him found? How?
What do you know about Nurse Crane and her?
I paid my respects when she got killed. She died far from her country and from her family. It is a sad story.
Oh, why have I found it now? Why are both found? What game? And you're found as well. Oh, stupid fucking thing. I gave her the scarf.
Goodbye, miss.
What's I
Take care of
supposed to do?
yourself as best you can.
What was I supposed to do? I'm not supposed to give her the scarf, did you? Yes. That's the right way. Am I supposed... Why am I stuck? Am I makes no sense. I gave her the scarf, which was the investigation, and now I found a hint. Oh, both go. Oh, fucking cross bitches.
It's one of them!
Oh, fucking.
I shall
Stop shooting me! Come on then, you wanna shoot? I got shots! See? Why did you... I'm a vampire. Who are you? Oh, you ugly looking. You one ugly looking thing. Hi. Like, I like our games. I do like these games we play. But can we like play another time? And where the hell do you think you're coming from? Who invited you to this game? This is this dude. Between me and him. You like oh wait a minute, mate, you. See that he was one hit and you have to interfere, big beast dude. Don't know where you come from. What the hell are you? Werewolf? You're a werewolf. You look like a werewolf. You werewolves. I call you werewolves. Where did you come from, Mr. Werewolf? You jumped down, but you was not here. Yeah, consume him. Them. Him. Whoever you want to consume. Oh, there's another. That one, not through spear, dude. Would you like... Not, please. You're really beginning to annoy me with all this punching me in the face. I mean, it really hurts. I may be immortal, but it does hurt. I mean, it really does hurt. But you didn't hear all your men dying. I feel sorry for you. Over there! You please increase my bite! So my teeth sink in and then rip their throats out. Right. Let's see if I can get to this vampire open. If there's doors in the middle. Oh, hi. Elite! Shut your face. I'm not elite.
We've got one of them here.
No, you're elite. Play this stupid game with you. You've got shit off there.
Watch it! It's a killer!
Hi. You have to play with guns. I mean, how do you hit me when I'm stabbing you with a massive sword? Stop playing with guns, they're dangerous. You could really hurt someone. Lead plate. Okay. Yeah, this is it.
It's locked, all right.
It won't let me through.
The mistress of the dark will drink your blood.
Yeah, this was a dark. Oh, maybe I need that passive route where I can fly through areas. There's a move where you can travel. Maybe I need that. I think I need that. I need to be able to...
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
Okay.
You. I remember you.
What is that? Oh, he's got horns. Oh, what are you? Are you my maker?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Champion.
You
Why'd you?
selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Don't go. I have.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Yes. I think that's best. I have no idea what the freaking hell just happened. But something odd happened. What was all the blood? Harriet Jones. What the hell happened?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
So
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Goodbye, nurse.
what? So he attacked Miss Jones.
Jonathan,
Lady Ashbury.
my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Is there anything you require?
Yeah.
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
Okay.
Are we then condemned to lie to those we love?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
Okay.
Are we condemned to attend?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accepted.
I don't know what to expect. Am I cursed to an eternity of solitude?
With time,
No.
we Ekon tend to go into isolation. If we survive long enough, that is.
As a practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of loved ones. But mourning in the shadows, deprived of sharing one's grief.
We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend. And so we are outcasts.
Yes, we
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
Alright. This is the body of Lady Wood. What's her name? Harriet Jones. Where's Matey Boy run off to? Where's Dr. Swansea? Not Swansea.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
You wouldn't survive an encounter with me.
By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Oh, why? What's the bad news? Edgar, what's the bad news? Don't leave me hanging.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
I'm your only hope again. I'll help you.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Right. Put an end to Sean Hampton's savagery. Okay. Well,
if you don't mind, I have a...
I'd be delighted to help you if...
I just recently met the strangest creature in Whitechapel. He was immense. He mocked me and accused me of hypocrisy.
Perhaps it was a skull. London's streets are overflowing with them these days.
It wasn't a skull.
It was a vampire, all right. But what kind, I'm not sure. He was large and very fast.
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would greatly appreciate any information you could spare.
He was observing me with the obvious intent to do me harm. His very presence evoked a palpable sense of menace.
You need to be careful, Jonathan. You've no idea what this creature really is.
Oh yeah, I get that. I don't even know what it is.
What exactly happened here while I was absent?
Hampton turned. quite violently as it happened. Lurking about, attacked Miss Jones. To say he created quite a commotion would be an understatement.
Are you sure it was Hampton that killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body. And you know the state she was in. I fear for what he did with her. Hopefully he just hid the corpse.
How did the Guard of Prewin come to hear of this?
McCallum has spies everywhere. He will jump at any opportunity to disparage the Brotherhood and show his contempt.
Well, that's not good.
I recently tried to enter a church. It has been a very unpleasant experience.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved somewhat insubstantial, to say the least.
Is this proof that I'm cursed in the eyes of the divine?
The wrath of the Almighty? There's no way of knowing. It could be subconscious guilt, or irrational fear, or deep-seated beliefs.
It's hard to explain in terms of science, that's for sure.
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter than little old me.
Well, thank you anyway.
I recently...
No, go away. I said that.
Who was that man in your office?
Geoffrey McCallum, actual leader of the Guard of Prewin. I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty society.
Okay.
They know I'm here now, don't they?
I understand your need for blood and will not get in your way. But if you could refrain from feeding within these walls, it would go a long way to defending your case.
I have no case.
What do they
everyone.
hope to achieve?
Their ultimate goal is the eradication of all vampires in the country. They see you as a threat to mankind, Jonathan.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank
Very
you,
nice.
Edgar.
See, even Jonathan says thank you. Alright, well, I'm going to end this video here. If you like what I've done here, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Crankman out.